Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I have been tagged in a tag video, and to the best of my knowledge that's the first time that has ever happened. Like, how do you even find out really if you have been tagged in a video? That's what I don't understand. I don't know how to tag people in videos other than just saying I tag them, and I don't know if I have been tagged in videos other than watching videos and listening to people say that I've been tagged. So, I mean, maybe that's how it goes. But as far as I know, I did not get any notifications that I was tagged. I was just watching Kenya's video and saw that she tagged me in it in her description box. So that's how I knew that I was tagged. It just kind of happened to be chance that I was watching her video and saw that, but nonetheless, I was really, really excited because I've never been tagged in a video before. So we're gonna go ahead and do this tag. And it is the growing on YouTube tag, what I would tell myself on day one. I'm not too sure who the original creator of this tag was. If I can find that, I will include it here somewhere. And I will include their channel in the description box below, as well as Kenya's channel as well, because she is the one that tagged me in it. And she and I have become pretty good friends here on YouTube. So, okay, so let's just get settled in here. I got my tea. My baby's in bed. My lighting is probably kind of weird because I'm just using artificial lighting because it is nighttime, which I don't typically like to do. But lately, my son has been not napping anymore during the day, so it's harder for me to film when he's not around. So we might be getting more videos like this. Anyways, so the first question is, why did I start YouTube? I actually started not with this channel, but I have another channel called a BOOKTUBE channel where I talk specifically about books. And I started that a year and a half ago. I think it was in March that I started, so over a year and a half ago now. I have about half the subscribers there that I have here, so it's definitely just kind of been a labor of love. It's not necessarily something that I think is going to take off or anything like that, but I really, really enjoy it. And that was the whole reason of me starting YouTube, is because I found YouTube late in life. Like, I've only been watching YouTube for about 2 years now, and one night I was sitting there and I was like, I wonder if there's any videos on YouTube about books, and I just typed in like videos about books or something, and a bunch of these booktubers came up, and I just fell down the rabbit hole and became obsessed with booktube. And every time I watched one of their videos, it made me really want to start my own booktube channel. And one of the main reasons why I decided to start it is because I have been writing a book now for a couple of years, and eventually my thought process was, if I build a following on YouTube, then when I go to, shop my book around, I'll at least have a little bit of backing that I can, use to get published. Because if you have people that are going to read your book, then obviously it will be easier, right? So that was kind of how I started it. But I just love YouTube, and I just continued on with it and eventually started this channel. The second question is, what would I tell myself on day one, knowing what I know now? On day one, so we're going to talk about like day one as being my BOOKTUBE channel, not this channel, because I feel like I've done a little bit better with this channel. I think I would tell myself that it's all about marketing, and you need to market yourself. If you want your channel to be successful, you have to market yourself. So you have to go out there and put yourself out there. So that means commenting on other people's channels, making friends in the YouTube community. A lot of people, like, there's a lot of sub for sub stuff going around on YouTube, and I will not lie, I have done some of that. I mean, there's pros and cons to that, right? Because I mean, if you're just doing a sub for sub situation, then a lot of times those people aren't going to watch your videos, and we all know that on YouTube it's the views that count. So if you have a bunch of subscribers but nobody's watching your videos, it doesn't help you in the long run. So, but I think it's more of like, just to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, you just need to really market yourself any way possible and just go after those followers and get as many subscribers as you can. Like, you can't just sit idly and just like expect people to come to you. You have to put yourself out there. So that also means starting a Twitter, starting an Instagram account, like putting your channel anywhere possible that people can possibly stumble across it. So that's a big part of it for sure. Question number 3 is what camera do I use and what camera accessories? I just use my phone. This is my old phone that I'm looking at right now, but I use my current phone, which is a Samsung S9, I think. I eventually would love to get a camera, but I won't be getting one until I actually can make a little bit of money with YouTube. Like, I mean, this is my hobby, but also at the same time, I just can't justify spending a whole lot of money on it when I'm not getting anything returned financially, if that makes sense. Question number 4, what editing software do I use and what is my number 1 editing tip for beginning YouTubers? I think I use Power Director. I started out using a couple of free options and they ended up like crashing out on me, and so eventually I just bought Power Director. I think it was $60. I think I got it on sale for $60. And I haven't had too many issues with it lately. In the last couple months, all of a sudden you're in the middle of a project and it will like crash on you, and that's really annoying. But 9 times out of 10, it's kind of like it saves it before it crashes, if that makes sense. So you're able to go in and look what you've already done, but it still gives you a panic attack every time it does that. You're like, oh my God. As for editing, I think I would tell people, I mean, it kind of depends on what videos you're shooting, right? Like everybody's going to be different. I think right now, like YouTube has really changed from what it used to be. And we're seeing a lot more of heavily edited, more professional quality videos. And that can be really discouraging to people that are just starting out because they feel like they have to be at that level already. And no, like you don't have to be. We're all growing in this journey. Everybody's channel is going to be different. And don't feel like you have to have this perfectly professionally edited video, because a lot of successful channels don't have that and are still able to be a success. Question number 5 is what music do I use and do I have suggestions on music? I, like a lot of other YouTubers, use Epidemic Sound. It's, I think, $15 a month, and it just comes like an automatic withdrawal off of your credit card or whatever. When I first started, I just used the free YouTube library, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's like thousands of songs on there, and if it was just for my BOOKTUBE channel, then I would have just continued using that. But now that I've switched, like now that I'm on my main channel where I do a lot of cleaning videos, I find I know for me, when I'm watching cleaning videos and if I'm cleaning along to somebody, I like having music with lyrics. I don't know why. It's just like I would rather listen to music with lyrics than just instrumentals. So that's what I decided to have in my videos, because I know I personally like that. And there's no, as far as I know, there's no vocal videos on the YouTube free library. So I wanted to find some songs with vocals, and Epidemic Sound has an abundance. So number 6 is how do I make thumbnails and do I have any tips? You can get on your phone, like you can just get apps that are for making YouTube thumbnails, and they're easy to use. I just use, I think it's an app called Be Funky, and I've used that for years just for like making collages with my own photos and like my own editing, like before even YouTube. I use that, and I do use that as well for making my thumbnails. And then I have another, it's not on this one, it's on the phone that you guys are recording with. I think it's just called YouTube Thumbnail Maker or something like that. There's a whole bunch. If you just go in your Play Store and search YouTube Thumbnail Maker, there'll be a whole bunch that pops up, and those are really, really handy apps. As far as tips for making thumbnails, I mean, I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of research on how to grow my channel. I've read books about it and watched videos about it and all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of conflicting information out there. A lot of people will say that you need to make your thumbnail different or stand out. I've heard tips before where you should go and search the video that you're planning to do and look at all the thumbnails and then try to make yours different. So I mean, that's one way to go. But then also, I know sometimes some thumbnails will catch my eye if they're similar to YouTubers that I already like Love Meg, for instance. I think there's a lot of people that model their thumbnails after hers, and a lot of times that does catch my eye because they're like, I love Meg so much, and so I'm like, oh, this YouTuber might be like her once I see their thumbnails. Does that make sense? So I don't know. I think there's 2 different ways. I think just make your thumbnail yours. Like, really, there's no hardened proof as to what works to grow your channel or anything like that. It's just a lot of trial and error is what I found. Question number 7 is, what is the number one strategic tip that has helped me gain subscribers? The number one tip is commenting on other people's videos. So you don't want to comment things like sub for sub, or like being overly pushy, or saying like, let's support each other. That really annoys me when people comment that on my videos. It really does. I will every single time go and follow somebody who comments like saying something nice about me or nice about my video, and then casually mentioning that they have a channel. And that's what I do. So I'll like comment on somebody's video being like, hey girl, like thanks for the motivation, you gave me the motivation to film my own cleaning video later today. It's letting them know that you have a channel that makes similar content to them, so they might be interested in it, but it's without being pushy. It's not asking for a sub. It's not being pushy in your face, being like, hey, I supported you, so now can you support me? I get really annoyed when people comment that on my videos. I never say anything. I'm always just like, yeah, I'll check out your videos, but sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, just because I feel like they went about it like a you kind of way. I don't know. And like I said, like when I've done sub for sub things in the past, it's mostly been on Instagram. There's like feeds and stuff that are for sub accounts, and like that's what that's for. So in my mind, like, I don't know, maybe that doesn't even make sense. It just kind of seems different to me, but I would never go on YouTube and comment sub for sub on people's videos. Like that's just cringy. How do I fight discouragement and burnout? Discouragement and burnout is definitely a thing, especially because like I said, we work really hard as creators. All of us do. Everybody that takes the time out of their day to film and edit and post a video, I mean, you want people to see your videos. You're not just posting videos out on the internet just for like whatever, for nobody to see it. You want people to see it. That's the whole point of why you're making the video. So you want your channel to be a success. And especially those of us that are climbing to that 1,000 mark, like I said, it can be really discouraging sometimes, because we're going for months and months, and in some cases years, never getting to that mark. And sometimes it can feel like, you know, you're putting in all this effort and you're not getting anything back, and that's really frustrating. But in those times, you really just have to remind yourself of why you started this in the first place. There was obviously a reason that you started YouTube, and there's got to be something that keeps you going, and that's going to distinguish you from somebody else, because a lot of people get really excited when they first start their channels, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to make a YouTube channel and I'm going to get thousands of subscribers and I'm going to make all this money, and you know, I'm going to be a YouTuber of the world, like and then after a couple of months of nothing really happening, they're just kind of like, yeah. So it's like with anything, like you have to put in order to get something back, and you just have to keep reminding yourself in those times that you have to keep going, because this is your dream, or this is important to you, and remind yourself of why it's important to you. And I've had little lulls here and there for a week or so where I'm kind of just like, meh, whatever, you know, but then all of a sudden I just kind of like will wake up one day and I'll be motivated again to keep going. So you just have to find what motivates you and keep you going. Question number 9 is, how did I decide what kind of videos to make? If there's been a change of direction in my videos, what was the reason? Yeah, that's a really hard one, because I have 2 channels, and it was really hard for me. The first YouTuber I ever watched was Trisha Paytas, and she is what got me into YouTube. And then, like I said, I kind of fell down the BookTube hole, and I started making my BookTube channel. And then I found Love Meg. Well, first I think I found Vasur Beauty. I started watching her videos, and then Love Meg came up in my suggestions, so I started watching her, and then I fell down the cleaning like hole. So, but there's so many different types of YouTubers that I watch, and I would like to make videos about everything. Like I could probably start like 10 different channels and talk about something different on each one, but I guess it's something that you have to kind of narrow down into what interests you the most and what keeps you motivated. For me, I wanted my channel to be more of a lifestyle channel. My cleaning videos definitely do the best. Like I get triple the amount of views and comments on my cleaning videos than if I do a haul, or if I do a law of attraction video, for example. Like I love watching law of attraction videos. I'm obsessed with the law of attraction, but anytime I post a video about it on my channel, it gets like no views, which is tough. But you kind of, like I said, you kind of try different things, and you kind of find where your niche lies. You find what your subscribers want to see. And so far for me, it's the cleaning videos. So, but which is good because I like making cleaning videos because it's something that I have to do anyways. So it motivates me to get my house clean, and also I get a video out of it. So it kind of works both ways. And the last question is, what do I do to make friends and develop community on YouTube? So like I said before, definitely commenting on other people's videos, and just try to make genuine connections and genuine friendships, because like you don't want to be fake to people. You don't want to like engage in fake relationships. You want to make actual friendships here on YouTube, because that's how you help each other grow. Doing collaborations, I think, really, really helps as well. So if you make a genuine connection with somebody, then maybe you guys can do a collaboration together, and your subscribers go check out their channel, their subscribers come and check out your channel, you both grow. Like that's the thing, is that we all have to support each other here on YouTube if we're gonna grow. Like we all can make it. There's room for everybody. There is millions and millions of people watching YouTube every single day, and there's room for everybody to grow. There really is. You don't have to be worried about somebody else's success and think that's going to diminish your chances of success, because that's not the way it works. There is room for everyone here, and if we help each other, we can all get to where we want to be. Anyways, you guys, that is it for this tag. Thank you so much to Kenya for tagging me in this. I was really, really excited to see that I was tagged. I am going to go ahead and tag my friend Loving Life as Megan. And I'm also going to tag Tara Olson and Ivy Howell, because those are the 3 beautiful ladies that I have done collabs with here in the past. And I would love to see their answers for these questions as well. So you girls are it. Hopefully you see this, and I would love to see your answers. Anyways, you guys, I hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out with me in this kind of different sort of style of video. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.